Greetings, everyone. So, a week has gone by since my last video, and amazing what's happened, really. And forgive my voice, I've been recovering from the second bout of flu or cold or whatever we want to call it in the last month. So, forgive my voice. The energy is awesome and amazing, but physically I'm a little bit tired and battered. But this is okay. This is all part of the journey, isn't it? So what an amazing week. And I felt like I was having a birthday party last Wednesday. I thought it was my birthday, but I know it was somebody else's birthday. And I had a whole day of gifts, real special gifts. I had my youngest daughter wrote me a message and posted it publicly, her view of her father, which was beautiful. The next day she called me up on Skype and was ecstatic because she had just been given a present by her sister, an electronic piano, because she's been learning the piano, and she decided to sing me a love song that she had written that really well and truly did touch my heart. And then I went out and met some friends that I haven't seen for years, and yes, the whole story began. So I had my own birthday party, but it wasn't my birthday. And then all of a sudden, this flu-type symptom came back, something that I had recovered from, or probably not recovered from, before I went on my trip to Moscow. But the energies have supported me, and you know, I do keep mentioning to my viewers and to people that I talk to, is enjoy the moment. Celebrate every second that you're breathing and living, and try not to plan anything, and just carry on living every day like it's the last moment of your life. And that's a very tough thing to do, especially if you're in family environments, or you're in big corporate environments, or whatever, whatever environment you're in. It's difficult to not think about tomorrow, or not think about the next day, or to stop trying to plan things for the future. And this was always something that I tried to teach my youngest daughter. She's finally got it, and it's really cool. So what's happened this week has been really, really, really incredible. And it culminated yesterday in meeting up with some people that reached out to me about a small micronation. So I get a message on Facebook from the president of this micronation, which is literally located about 50 kilometers from me, called Liberland. And you read all of these stories and you think, okay, is this guy from this planet? Are these people really real, genuine people? So yesterday I went to meet with them, and they were dealing with some bureaucratic issues here in Croatia. I met their lawyers, and I met loads of people, and it was a really good feeling and sensation, despite me feeling like crap. The energy was really positive, and the things we discussed were just really, really cool. And back in the 90s, late 90s, I became a qualified ship's master from the New Zealand Maritime Safety Authority. And these papers will now come out to be utilized after 20 years into helping begin the foundations of creating this micronation called Liberland. I've been asked to help them to oversee a project that involves taking a boat that they've purchased out of the water and converting it into accommodation, etc. So it's a real, I suppose in a way, it's a massive step from waking up every morning and starting work or going to work. It's actually, okay, you're going to help somebody create a new country. And isn't that really some testament into this change that people are seeking around the world, the change in politics, the change in geopolitical situations, the change in economies, the change in living conditions, there are a group of people and some 400,000 followers that want to help Liberland be established and to create this wonderful new country, literally on the River Danube. So again, it's another reason why I'm here. I know a lot of people here. I know things that can be done and how they can be done. So when you're open to nothing external, or you haven't, you're not living your life 6 months in advance and dealing with issues and dealing with problems and dealing with past, present, and trying to worry about the future. When you're in this present moment, amazing things happen. And I've been saying this since before I went to Moscow, and these things have only become far more incredible. And when I mentioned this to some friends last night, so what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. I know that I can help. I know my skill set can help. I will wait for bits and pieces of information from them so that I can move forward. It doesn't stop me from living my life. I haven't planned my life based upon helping to create this micronation. I'm taking it as it comes. Each step by step, baby steps. And I've been saying for a while now that we are shifting into this new, and we are now being asked to step into our missions, step into our own power, irrespective of what is going on with our spiritual connections, whether it's a twin soul, soulmate relationships, whatever's happening there, it doesn't really matter. Now it's up to us to really put all of the skills that we know and what we have learned, not only from this life, but from previous lives, and put them into practice. And if we can't do what we are asked to do, we can ask for help. And I know that there are many people that are going through some really dark times. I've written a few posts about this, but I wanted to mention it in a video also. Excuse me, I need a shave and cut my hair. I've been a bit lazy, but that's all good too, because I've been sick. They're really going through some testing times, some dark crap, much the same as what I've gone through and many others that I know have gone through, millions of people have gone through. It's dark night of the soul, making decisions, standing in own power, etc. And now it seems to be that our beloveds or our counterparts or our divine partners, for those that aren't in union or in divine partnerships, our counterparts are going through very similar things to what we have gone through. And whether you resonate with the masculine or feminine energies, I resonate totally with feminine energies, and I'm not afraid to say that a masculine living with feminine energy is very, very good. But at this point in time, I feel very, very balanced. But I do sense other things going on in my beloved's life. I'm not in contact. It's just a sense. It's a feeling. It's a sensation. Thought patterns and synchronicities and signs, they all point to something. And I want to touch on, one of my dear soul sisters asked me to touch on the masculine. Because I'm fairly balanced and really grounded, I can relate to the masculine energy, what the masculine energy is going through at this point in time. And I believe a lot of it is fear. They're really afraid of what they feel inside, much like the feminines did and have done, but more so. It's also about worthiness. Do they feel worthy of this love? They're questioning their own self-worth and looking at abandonment issues also. If they've been abandoned as a child or in previous relationships, or even if we've abandoned them in some way, shape or form, if we've had a relationship with these divine partners previously, have we abandoned them? And it's all of this retrospection, and they're finding it very, very tough. From a feminine energy perspective, we are moving forward. We have finished our healing. We've transformed. We've transmuted all of the energies. And I've often used descriptive words of warriors of love. We are done with being warriors now. There's no more wars, there's no more battles, that everything is conquered. We're now being champions of love. And a champion of love, or an ambassador of love, is someone that speaks about it openly, promotes it, and lives it on a day-by-day basis. And yes, we are going to have these glitches every day. Something's going to happen that maybe triggers us, or we don't like the sound of, or the tune of. But we'll quickly dismiss it. Some may need a gentle shove, some may need a gentle push, but others, okay, I don't need to think about this, it's done and dusted, leave me alone, goodbye, carry on and move forward. But the masculine energy, from what I'm sensing and picking up, they're scared, they're afraid. And if we look at this time of year also, when we're coming up to Christmas and New Year, and the end of this, let's say, 9-year cycle. 2016 is a 9-year, and it's the ending for many people of a 9-year cycle. I mean, I look at where I was 9 years ago, and it's very funny what's going to happen in a couple of weeks' time is what I left 9 years ago is going to come back and revisit me. And I believe there, when I have that conversation with this person, is we are going to close and end whatever history we've had. And we do share children together. She's my ex-wife. And for some, she's coming back to see her father because her father is ill. And, you know, I've had dreams previously of December the 9th. As far as I know, she arrives here on December the 9th. And what I'm sensing there is that this, you know, what's happened for me over the last couple of weeks is ending certain arrangements with other people that are soul connections, and waking them or triggering them into realizing, fuck, there is someone else. There is this feeling inside about a connection with a person. So we're being triggers and catalysts to awakening. And what these people are going through is quite rapid. It's like, you know, what some of us have done in 2 or 3 years, they're going through this in 3 or 4 days. And it's incredible. And I'm seeing it. And, you know, what I talk about my ex-wife is, I know that she's coming. I know that we will see each other, but it's actually the end of that 9-year cycle with her. In 2007, the end of 2007, I left my ex-wife and started living in another country with my children. So it's very pertinent that she's coming to visit. But I do sense this masculine energy is very much coming into balance and alignment with the feminine energy to create this unification, to create this complementary energy. And this push and pull. You know, we all look at the twin flame sign as the sign of infinity. I believe we're now all coming back together to this central focal point where the figure of 8 is crossing in the middle. And I believe this is where we're on this path now to take advantage of what the feminine energy has gone through and what they have cleared and what they've healed. And now that they're standing in their own power, or now we are standing in our own power as the majority feminine energy, we are moving forward. We are not attached emotionally or in any other way, shape or form to the outcome of anything. And we're happy with ourselves. And we're content with where we're going. We may have no clue where we're going. And this is, you know, this reminds me of when I was 26 and made my first trip to Australia and all of these other things I did when I was younger for the first time. This is where I'm at today. I have no idea what tomorrow is going to happen, what is going to happen tomorrow. The work that I've done today will materialize whenever it materializes. And this is, you know, we're letting go of all expectation. We're letting go of all outcome. And we're allowing the universe to deliver the result that is for our highest good. And everything that's happening is about bringing us into a union with ourselves, primarily. Feminine energy, are you prepared and are you ready to move into the new and actually live the new? Are you willing to let go of all attachments and possible outcomes with your divine partner or twin soul or whatever divine union that you want to create, that you've been yearning to create? Are you willing to let go of all of those expectations and, what mediums are saying and clairvoyants are saying? Union is inevitable, union is coming, okay, so what? It's not going to... are you willing to let go of that to believe truly in yourself? I know what I believe. I know who I am. I know what I am. I know what I can and can't do. I know what I believe in my heart and soul is likely to happen. We've all seen the divine presence. We've all seen and experienced the divine power. So we have faith in that. So that means we have faith in ourselves. It means we trust ourselves. It means we love ourselves. And if some little simple thing triggers us, we need to push this away and accept it and release it. Not to read too much information into anything. And just live the moment. Because living the moment is really incredible. And there's no fear. I actually have no fear whatsoever. I actually have no issues to deal with whatsoever. I have some work tasks, 3D work tasks that I need to complete, which I shall do. And even though Christmas is coming up, and even though my ex-wife is coming, and my ex-father-in-law is Sirius Leo, and all of these other things that are going on, they don't trouble me. Because what will be, will be. And maybe this is because I've had 3 or 4 attempts at waking up or trying to heal and not really getting there, and actually getting to the point where I've healed what I need to heal, predominantly for now and for this lifetime. I don't know. And I don't search for answers to those questions, because what will be, will be. The love inside of me is pure and clear. And I know that's been ever present in my everyday life since I was a boy. And we recognize that now, and we can now merge and allow our inner child to grow and prosper and to feel the love that many of us never felt when we were children. And to follow our heart and follow our soul. I don't know what's going to happen with this new country. I don't know. I will do what I'm asked to do to help. And wherever it goes, it goes. But stranger things have happened. Monaco is a micronation. The Vatican is a micronation. And if you look around the world, there are many micronations. But this Liberland is the newest. It has some difficulties that it needs to overcome, which it will overcome. But they will build that new nation. And I will help doing what I've been asked to help with. And allow it to be the seeds of change for the future of this planet. Because if people have the passion and the inclination to want change and to create their own communities like kibbutz or any of these other spiritual places, these cooperatives, then we can all make that change and all make that investment in ourselves to force that change, not force it, to bring that change within ourselves, because there are others out there doing it. We're not the only ones here wanting change. We're not the only advocates of love. We're not the only champions of love. There are many millions of people out there. And it's connecting all those things together. So for the masculine energy, the message is, don't be afraid. Let the energies flow through you. Don't worry about being abandoned, because you're never going to be abandoned again. Because you are going to heal yourself, you're going to acknowledge yourself, and you're going to trust in yourself. And whoever comes into your life, whether it's your beloved or whether it's another soulmate, you're never going to be abandoned. You're always love, and you will always be love. For the feminine energy, carry on doing what you're doing. Enjoy. Remember the hard work that we've gone through. Now it's time for us to really appreciate this new and not worry about what our counterpart is doing, because they're catching up and they will join us whenever that time comes. The answers are the answers. We all know. If we keep thinking about it, our energy is being given away to that. So it's best to focus the energy on us and enjoy all of the fruits of our labor, all of the seed planting that we've been doing, and really truly believe that we are champions of love. So that's my message for today. I wonder what tomorrow brings. It's pretty damn awesome. Take it easy. Much love and light to you. Take care. Bye-bye.